Jose Aldo for the belt. Now you fought him before. Why have you decided to do this world tour with McGregor and, for example, not Mendes?
Before the Mendes fight? Well, here's the reality. When this fight was happening, we were in our offices, and I told everybody, this is going to be the biggest fight of the year. This is going to be the biggest fight of the year. It's going to be gate, the pay-per-view, everything. This fight's going to be the biggest. And we sat down, we decided that we should do this world tour. And I was right. This thing sold out, almost a $7 million gate. Biggest gate ever in the United States. The only thing that beat this gate was when we did Toronto. Think about this. 56,000 people in Toronto was an $11 million gate. 16,000 people for this one is a $7 million gate. Pretty amazing.
Just to talk about your fighting style, how you have a very unique fighting style, you have a long range, you're also a southpaw. Do you think this is going to cause a lot of problems for Aldo in this fight?
Of course, I think it will cause problems. I think it will cause problems for anyone. I have that range down. Nobody is more aware of distance than me. But then people always think they can close the answer is to close the distance, to step inside the pocket. But I am phenomenal in the pocket. I begun my career boxing. I live in the pocket. So you have that distance that they have to close in. They have to defeat that range. But by defeating the range, they must rush, they must force it. And by rushing and forcing it, they are in the pocket when they should not be in the pocket. And if you're in the pocket with me and I hit you, it's done. I don't have to hit you clean, flush. I can graze and you go down. And another thing, when I hit you, my IQ, I find the route to victory every single time. That's the difference here. When I hit people, they do not survive. I map out my shots. My shot selection puts people away every time. When Jose hits, he's got the basics down well. He's got the straight. He's got the right hand. He's got the low kick. He can catch people. But after that, it's sloppy. It's wild, and they escape. That is the difference here. When I hit them, they are done.
Question for Jose, and then question for Conor. Jose, you started out from the tour by labelling Conor as a joker, but you don't seem to be laughing too much anymore. Is this fight personal for you now?
Can you repeat the question, please?
He said, is this fight? He said, you call him the Joker. Yeah, it's like personal.
Acho que não existe luta pessoal para mim, como eu sempre faço, isso é um marketing todo, mas na luta lá não. Luta eu vejo como uma coisa que eu sei fazer e vou chegar lá e vou vencer. É isso que eu faço para mim, eu não procuro levar para ficar o mais leve possível, que eu sei que eu luto por mim e assim eu vencendo.
I fight for me, I don't fight for anyone else. I feel comfortable with this and I really don't have any emotions on that.
Conor, you say you've got this game figured out now, both the fighting side of it, the media side of it. But when was that seminal moment? When did you know that the game worked out? Was it after your first UFC fight? Was it before the UFC?
I don't know. You learn as you go in this game. The game is an educational process. You must learn at every step. So every day I get better. Every week I get better. Every month, every fight, I go to that next level. I never remain the same. Look back at his career. Look back. You can see the shots remain the same. You can see the reactions remain the same. And then look back at my career. My evolution is undeniable. So I will continue to learn. I will continue to get better. I will continue to say that I am at the top of my game. But you best believe next time I will surpass that again.
Question for Jose Aldo from over here. One of the things that Conor said just now is that this global media tour would not have happened without him. You're undefeated in 10 years. You know, I think it's 10 defences of the title. How does that make you feel when you hear the challengers say that this huge attention wouldn't be on this fight if it wasn't for him?
Acho que não é nada disso, eu sou campeão há muito tempo, acho que essa categoria nunca viu outro campeão além de mim. Se não fosse o campeão, nada disso acontece. Eu acho que um desafiante não passa de ser um desafiante qualquer. Agora o campeão não. O campeão é um cara dominante que vem há anos já, ganha de todo mundo. Então isso chama atenção.
What brings the attention is me being the champion, having a winning streak, not the challenger. The challenger is not the attention. The attention is from the champion.
But just following up on that, obviously you didn't have the same kind of media tour when you fought Chad Mendes.
Acho que a exposição está falando que a gente não fez esse tour como a gente está fazendo agora. A gente fez um tour, mas foi bem pouco. E contra o Chad Mendes também, pelo fato de ser uma luta, uma revanche, um replay, acho que por isso não teve tanta repercussão, mas aqui para vocês, mas no meu país teve bastante repercussão de que foi escolhida a luta do ano. Então não foi só aqui, eu acho que no mundo todo teve repercussão sim, mas por essa eu acho que pelo ser um cara novo que eu vou lutar, um desafiante novo, e o tour também que está ajudando bastante nessa educação toda.
The tour is helping a lot. The fight with Chad Mendes got a lot of attention in Brazil. Maybe they not get attention here. They got a lot of attention throughout the world.
And he's absolutely right. Let me jump in here. So the way that this works is when you have, coming off the fight that he had with Chad Mendes, which if anybody in this room didn't see the Chad Mendes fight, you should watch it. Unbelievable fight. It was an unbelievable fight, an absolute war. And you know, when you look at what Conor has done, he burst onto the scene, the way that he's finished his fights, the attention that he has gotten, and then you take a guy who has had, you know, gone 10 years undefeated, defended his title 8 times, you know, and has the credentials that Jose Aldo has. This is the kind of fight that you go on a world tour like this.
But McGregor presumably is the perfect foil for that as well.
Well, it takes, you know, it takes 2 to make a great fight.
One other question, you know, to all intents and purposes, it looks from the outside, Conor, that you've been loving this experience, that it's what you wanted. What have you managed to achieve, do you feel, mentally in the last 10 days in terms of coming into this fight and being close and around Jose?
It's hard not to love it. I'm not the biggest fan of the media obligations. I get it done and I do it better than anybody. I am aware that it is a separate discipline that you must pay attention to. And not how to talk or anything, because you just have to be yourself. But just by understanding that this is part of the game, because it can drain people. It can drain them mentally. It's a different kind of tired. So you have to adjust to it. So it's something that I feel I've been getting better at. But this in particular, it has been 15 weeks out from the fight. Private jets, suites, city to city, fan interaction. It's hard not to, you know, you're going into these different cities, and each city you're getting blown away by the fans that are showing up passionate, whether they want to see me win or whether they want to see him win. It's just, it gives you energy. This is the way it should be done. So I am happy to be a part of it. As far as what I have got off of Jose is exactly what I thought. He does not want it the way I want it. He does not want me around. But unfortunately, he always wants separation, but unfortunately, there's no one to separate July 11th.
Mike Morgan, Woe TV. Can I just get a bit of clarification on a story which has been going on the last, I think it's 28 or 48 hours, where Jose was apparently hit on the back by Conor and he went wild. I mean, just from your own perspective, first off, Conor, what exactly happened there? And I wouldn't mind hearing Jose's perspective on this as well.
I heard I slapped him in the back of the head. I didn't slap him in the back of the head. I put my hand on his neck and I bent him over.
Sim, exatamente. Estava sentado, ele foi segurou no capuz do meu casaco, ainda pelas minhas costas. Então, não foi um tapa, como o nego falou, não foi nada. Apenas que ele me tocar, não sei porquê. Não sei se ele gostou de mim, alguma coisa.
I don't know, he just grabbed the hoodie of my jacket. It wasn't a slap. I don't know if he likes me or not.
So we were doing what's called a car wash at TSN up in Canada, and basically we went on like Good Morning Canada. So you can imagine those type of shows weren't ready for us. You know, probably not the best show for us, but it was fun. They were great. But you had, you know, it's one of those things where they're like, okay, we're back on air in 45 seconds. Let's get everybody set up. So this whole trip I've been staying in between to keep this from, and the producer, an older gentleman who didn't understand what was going to go on there in the next 45 seconds, sits him behind him instead of sitting us the way we should have been sat, and this thing started to erupt right before we went back on air. So, he doesn't want to be touched. He keeps trying to touch him. So, that's been the fun I've been having.
Okay, well, just whilst I've got the mic there, I was speaking to Tyson Fury over the weekend, and he expressed, how can I put it, his love for MMA and the fact that he wants to get in there with Cain Velasquez, who he promised would smack into next week. I just wondered, this whole back and forth which he said was going on between you two, what is the state of play on that? Because he wants to come in and fight Cain Velasquez.
Who wants to come fight you?
Tyson Fury.
Oh, Jesus. Are you an MMA fan, sir?
Indeed.
Or are you a boxing guy?
I'm a MMA media outlet, but yes, my love is for MMA.
So you understand the sport?
Yeah.
So you understand what would happen to him if he fought Cain Velasquez, right?
Yeah.
And how fast that would be over, right? All right, just making sure.